don't even know how to start the video. Oh my goodness. But you know, where we are right now, someone might think that, are we in the forest or something? But we are not in the forest. We are actually home, you know, because I call places like this home. I'm from Ghana. I need to tell me where you're from.
I am from the United States and living now in Ghana as well.
Same here, from the United States and now living in Ghana.
Wow. Are you both couples or something?
Yes, this is my wife-to-be.
Wow. I hope I'll be invited for a wedding.
You're welcome. You're invited. You're invited. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Like, you know, I saw your video yesterday and I was like, I'm going to Cape Coast today. I need to meet this brother. What really attracted me was seeing you harvesting your crops, and I was like, this is who I am, man. I need to meet this brother. And you know, this morning I woke up, like I was sleeping, I just want like 6 o'clock, I was checking my time, and I saw you passing by. I was like, oh, he's already awake, let me get on. So I went to open the door, came here, watched the crops. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, I feel so happy to see something like that. And I want you to share your experience with me. What actually brought you to Ghana?
First of all, you're our guest. We didn't expect to put you to work this morning. So, we have an NGO registered here in Ghana. It's called Ahmahtsiyahu, which is Hebrew, loosely translated soil and seed. So our goal as diasporans, in our desire to return back to our home, Africa, we wanted to be able to introduce the idea of sustainable development. Sustainable development essentially is building in such a way where you do not deplete the natural resources that you depend upon. So we seeing a lot of the challenges that Africa is confronted with a lot of foreign nations, you know, having their interests invested in Africa. We wanted to be able to introduce solutions to these challenges that beset Africa and African people. So our NGO, which works in the areas of sustainable development, is to be able to introduce things like renewable energies, solar, wind power, hydroelectric power, in a way that does not destroy the environment, as well as renewable resources like water. You can get water from the sky in the form of rain. You can get water from the ground in an aquifer. So renewable energies, renewable resources, and even importantly, holistic organic agriculture. We know that large agricultural corporations are invested in Africa, but not for the best interests of African people. So for us, holistic organic agriculture is the solution to the nutritional challenges that our people face. This is why you see this holistic organic garden here, because this is a test site for us to see, can we grow organically? And if you look around, you can see emphatically the answer is yes.
Wow, I'm impressed. I know most of you out there are also impressed. Seeing a brother like, were you doing this back in America? Were you growing your own crops back in America? I want to know that.
Yeah, I had a garden that was 15 feet by 27 feet, so it didn't have much. As a matter of fact, you could harvest one time and it was done for the season. Wow. So it at least showed me that I could do it. And coming to Ghana has been an opportunity for us to scale up, which is a very important concept. A lot of times we as a people can say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. But until you consider scalability that says, before you get 3, you must have 2. Before you get 2, you must have 1, step by step. So practicing in America gave me the confidence to say I can come to Ghana and begin to scale up the operation.
Let me get back to you. I want to know, how long have you been in Ghana?
I've been here for 4 years.
4 years in Ghana?
4 years, yeah.
And how is the experience like?
If anything, it's been a very spiritual experience, and I feel very connected to Ghana, but it's more so for my children than for me, because whatever I don't get, I expect them to get. So my son, my daughter, all of them speak Fanti. They all speak the language. They go to the schools here because I want them to know where they are from. And I want them to have a better experience in life than I did. I want them to have something outside of America. And for me, them having experience here is freedom. I want them to be free. So it's been an experience that's taught me a lot about myself. But I love it. I've grown to love being here. I've grown to even love the challenges because it's helped me to grow.
Wow. And why, like, this is Ghana, right? But why Cape Coast?
One thing is, I feel Cape Coast has a very relaxed vibe. It's very relaxed, and then it's by the water. I'm a water person.
Okay.
And then I felt very connected when I can't really explain it, but when I got here, I felt, wow, I think this is where I'm supposed to be, because I came through Accra, but I didn't really feel Accra like I did when I got here. Even when we travel to Accra and come back, there's a significant difference between how you feel when you're in Accra and when you feel. Even people have told me, like, they're stressed when they're in Accra. As soon as they get out to our house, they go, wow, I feel better now. So it's more so the feeling of Cape Coast that I like.
Wow.
If I can add to that, there's advantages to both environments. You know, someone who's coming from, say, a business experience, then Accra, be it a metropolitan city, would offer tremendous advantages relative to business. Cape Coast, still business opportunities, but maybe if someone is looking to get away from the urban environment, then Cape Coast, which is a little slower pace, you can see the beach, you can smell the ocean, it can just offer, you know, more of a rural and tranquil experience. But again, there's advantages to both environments.
But you know what, I'm from Takrady, and they're not even talking about my city. If you're looking forward to visit Ghana, Takrady is the best place for you. You know, you move to Ghana right now. There's a lot of diaspora out there, African diaspora. Every day they keep on asking me, what am I? I want to move to Ghana. That's why I keep on doing this kind of episode. Can you tell me what are the reasons why you think an African diaspora should move to the continent?
Okay, great question. So I would say there's different schools of thought. One, many of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora who hold fast to spiritual traditions or religions would say there's plenty of reasons that suggest that Africa is the promised land, that Africa is the place of our origin. It may be related to as Eden or Eden, you know, so myself included, you know, coming from a spiritual background, that I saw Africa as the land of our promise. This is the place whereby our ancestors were taken from, our mothers and our fathers, and in turn we were supposed to come back home at a given point in time so that we could begin to help to restore Africa. So that is definitely one of the many reasons I imagine brothers and sisters would seek to come to Africa. And then, you know, let's be honest, America is filled with challenges. So we don't need any more Trayvon Martins. We don't need any more Tamir Rices. We don't need any more Philando Castillos. If these situations aren't enough to inspire our brothers and sisters to seek something better, an alternative, I can't imagine what else would cause them to say so. The social injustices that exist, not just in North America, but Europe, South America, and places diaspora find themselves. Africa is a wonderful alternative to a lot of these places. We would encourage our brothers and sisters to seek opportunities in Africa.
This is his reasons. What are your reasons?
One of my many reasons was definitely giving my children a future, because of reasons like that, of the things that I was seeing. I couldn't have imagined them growing up in that environment. You know, it's like people growing up when there was a lot of segregation. I couldn't imagine the stresses of mothers and fathers of seeing their children have to deal with those things and having a possibility of their child being killed for something. And that was something that I feared. And even when you look at the bombings that happen in the schools, I don't think about those things when I send my children to school every day. I don't think about somebody kidnapping my child when they're running through the villages. Everybody knows my children. If I say, where's my child? They go, oh, they're over there. You know, I love the safety. I love the family that I feel here. And I love that when I got here, I was so embraced, you know, and that makes me feel good that I have so many mothers and aunties and uncles and everything here. I don't feel alone. I don't feel by myself. I feel home here. And that's how my children feel too.
Feel home in here. And that's why you need to tell them that Africans don't hate African Americans.
That's right.
Africans don't hate African diaspora at all.
That's
Based on your experience, do you think that they really hate you because you're an African American?
No. I've had great experiences here. Very, very good experiences. I have not felt hate from anyone here yet at all.
But before coming, you heard that Africans really hate
No, actually, I didn't hear that at all. I'm an open-minded person, so I always like to get my own experience. I heard that it could be a little rough sometimes, you know, that there's different, because of the cultural differences, there may be misunderstandings, but I always take the time out to get to know people personally for myself. I never go off of what anybody else says, so that's one thing I do encourage is for those who want to move here, get your own experience, have your own experience. Don't go off of what somebody says. Come here and experience things for yourself and make your own, you know, analyze it for yourself.
You know, and whatever stigmas exist, you know, let's look at some of the truths concerning this. There's a lot of misinformation concerning Africa, but there's reasons for such. Africa has all the resources that all the other countries need to empower them, whether it be natural resources, and at one time came to Africa for human resources, hence the transatlantic slave trade. But today they continue to exploit African resources. So there's misinformation about Africa. For someone to say when you get off the plane and you take a deep breath, you're going to contract AIDS, is misinformation. To say you'll come here and you'll eat a fruit and you'll get Ebola is misinformation. To say when you come to Africa you're going to become sick is misinformation, because if you do the research, statistically there's sicknesses all over. You can go through the streets of the United States and Europe and South America, you'll still experience challenges. Africa has its set of challenges as well, but there's misinformation concerning Africa, and there's reasons why someone would want to discourage Africans from the diaspora to come back home, because coming back to Africa will continue to empower Africa, but it's not in the best interest of those nations that depend on the resources for Africa to see Africa empowered. So you will not get a spear thrown to you by an African. You will not get chased by a lion unless you're in the lion's den. So when you come to Africa, don't expect these things. As a matter of fact, when you come home to Africa, you'll be embraced by your brother, many of whom will say, welcome back home.
Wow, this is really amazing. But before I let you go, we want to know, how do we prepare ourselves to move to Africa? How do we prepare ourselves? Is there any measures that we need to take before we move permanently?
That's an excellent question. So there's a number of things that brothers and sisters can do to begin to prepare themselves. I imagine 9 out of 10 concerns of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora is economics. And there's a reality to such. Let's be honest. There's a reality to such. However, I would still encourage our brothers and sisters to say, I intend to go back home even in spite of economics. And I've heard the conversations. I've heard many of people say, oh, well, I'm working to create residual income. And until this residual income is coming, I can't go. Well, I liken that into when Caleb and the 11 brothers were sent into the land of Canaan to go and spy and see how vast the land was and if it's plentiful. When they came back, Caleb and the brothers said, it's plentiful. They came and showed fruit, and they said the land is ripe for the taking. 10 of those brothers came back and said, there's giants in the land. And although today it's not physical giants, there are still giants that our people put before their mind. They say it's the giant of economic. I can't sustain myself in Africa. Oh, it's the giant of my children, will they be able to go to a school to further their education? It's so many giants we put before ourselves that prevent us mentally having the confidence and the faith to say, let's go forward and do what needs to be done to restore Africa. So I would say to our people in the diaspora, one, first have the faith, have the confidence, knowing that if you go forward, you will be successful. And all that you need to do along the way is prepare step by step. Do the research, reach out to us, reach out to brothers and sisters who are already here, do the research. And if you do it, you'll be successful.
I think that there are a lot of things that we need to learn from this beautiful family. They have a YouTube channel, okay? I don't think they have enough subscribers, but we know how we do it. We need to get them 10,000 subscribers, and they're not going to relax. From today, I'm going to tell them to upload daily, because I cannot do the job all the time. That's why I keep on meeting them. And I want to say thank you so much. What's the name of the YouTube channel so that they can subscribe to your channel?
Ahmahtsiyahu In Eden.
Okay. So, it's your boy, Mr. Ghana, baby, and I hope you guys enjoyed this amazing episode. Come with me. Before I continue, I need to make sure I get my myself some okra because today I need to prepare some for food. This one is already dry, man. Like,
oh, we picked all the ripe ones like 2 days ago. These are for seed.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get one. But no, they still have cassava, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, they have tomato.
Oh, plenty of tomatoes, plenty.
Cassava, which means I can still prepare my food. My all-time favorite. You know, I love fufu so much, and I want to say that thank you so much. And I'm not gonna give you guys my fufu. Let me go prepare my fufu. I'm gonna see you in the next one. I am Maya. Peace out. Okay.